with the opportunity I gave you to show what you knew. Yeah, was it number 5? Is it what I gave you? What numbers I gave you? 5?
No, it was 4.
Or
1 through 7 odd.
it was 4, 1 through 7 odd?
Pretty sure. I thought it was 4. Oh, maybe.
EEF 5. But I can't remember what numbers I gave you. Was it just the odds? There it is. All right. So let's run through these real quick. Make sure we feel comfortable with it. I'm hoping everyone does really well on this opportunity come next Tuesday. All right. So this problem, this is the same thing as saying just this. So that's going to be 9. That's going to give me 9. Multiply those together, you got to get 81. That's all you got to do on that problem. And then problem number 3, they have 3 to the negative 4, which is going to be the same thing as 1 over 3 to the 4th. Well, we just figured out 3 to the 4th being 81. So that's how you do those problems. Hey, here's a what if I had this as a problem? What do you think?
Not a smiley face?
It is.
This one.
Okay, what part? So this part,
Negative 7.
this part becomes 1. So that becomes 1, and then I go negative 7 times 1, which is really quite tough. It gives me negative 7. So if there's something out in front of something that becomes 1, then you just multiply it to something outside. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why the whole thing isn't 1 is this is saying negative 7 times this, times that whole quantity. So that's why. So we replace the yellow being the 1, and then we multiply by negative 7. So that's just added bonus. Just, I don't know, I was thinking about that today going, maybe I should show them that. C to the 6th times C. Well, I know that C is to the 1st, so we just count them up, right? And then 7's pretty nice. X to the 14th, X to the 10th. Tug of war, who wins, top or bottom? Top by 4. Sweet. Number 9. We have 2x to the 4th raised to the 3rd. So you got to remember on this one, this comes here and here. So this becomes 2 to the 3rd, x to the 12th. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. I'm pretty sure you can handle that. Yes, I do want you to get to that point. Any questions on those? All right. Uh-oh. Who's coming to see me? We got a coupon to Starbucks again. Oh boy. Judy. I told you not to play with those matches on campus. Oh, they got it. What'd you do? You can use me if you need as a reference. Okay. All right, so then we have this one. So this goes here, so I get x to the 5th, 2 to the 5th. I'm pretty sure you can do 2 to the 5th. You go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Yeehaw! So the 2 raised to is pretty easy to do. Then 13, we got 3 x squared y to the 4th times 7. Oops, that's a 4. 7 x to the 3rd, y to the 5th. So we just combine things. So that's 21 x to the 5th, y to the 9th. Right? And 15, we got 2x to the 3rd over 3y. Everything's squared. So make sure this comes here, here, and here, and here. So I get 2 squared, which is 4, x to the 6th, 3 squared, which is 9, y squared. And that's the first page. Agree? And then we went to 25 through 29. Odd? Is that what it was? Everyone feel comfortable with that? All right, 25. Let's see, 25 says x to the third, y to the negative 1. Oh no, a negative exponent. What should we do? Y to the 8. And this is all raised to the second. So I would distribute everything in before I got rid of negative exponents. So I get x to the 6th, y to the negative 2, x to the negative 8, y to the 16. Those negative exponents need to switch spots. Do not reduce at this point, just switch spots. X to the 6, x to the 8, y to the 16, y to the second. So I get x to the 14th because we're just counting them up. Y to the 18th, again, because we're just counting them up. Layla, all this okay, making sense? Okay, the videos were okay? It wasn't too much sarcasm? Okay, good, good, good. 27. Y to the 5th, x to the negative 4, x over y to the 8th. Okay, let's bring that all in there. Y to the 5th, x to the negative 4. We got to move that in a minute. X to the 8, y to the 8. This wants to switch. Tug of war with the y's. Bottom wins by 3. Combine the top, x to the 12th. Done. Oh, and then number 29. Let's see if I can squeeze it right here. 17 x to the third, y to the negative 2 times 2, x to the negative third, y to the negative 8. All right, so I could just go ahead and multiply those. That gives me a 34. This wants to move, this wants to move. So I get x to the third. That wants to move too. Over y squared, x to the third, y to the 8. Hey, in a tug of war, and there's a tie, they cancel each other out. And then I just combine these together. And that, my friends, is what we got. Okay, so what I'd like you to work on, and we will hit upon going over tomorrow, is EEF5. Do the 2 through 16 even, and the 24 through 30 also even. Took a picture of it yesterday, still have a picture of it, I hope. But that's all I got. So you have the rest of the time to work on that.